What's going on, everyone? My name is Diego Ave, and today I'm going to show you how to mix your vocals. It's fast and efficient, and sometimes if you can't afford to get the most expensive microphone, all the most expensive equipment, you can still at least get a decent sound from these plugins. Now keep in mind, the recording still has to be done properly. If the recording is not done right, this is just going to amplify all the bad sound that you have. So first things first is I always put an Rvox on the lead track of the vocals. I only do about 1 or 2 dBs of compression. Next, I make sure all my vocals go into an aux. First plugin I'm going to use on the aux is the Rcompressor. I put the attack at about 25%. I make sure the ratio for vocals are always at 3, and the release, I always make sure the release is right down the middle. Pretty average release. And then I start bringing down the threshold till I start seeing gain reduction. Now I want the loudest part of my vocal to hit 6 dBs at the most, 5 or 6. So that's about right there. And then whatever I take away, I add it on the gain. So I'm gonna do 6 dBs. The next plugin I'm gonna use is the SSL channel. First thing I'm gonna do is put a filter on it and make sure there's nothing from the vocal coming out at under 100 hertz. Now I'm gonna mess around with the highs, maybe put about 2 or 3, depending on what kind of vocal it is. If it's a female vocal, I'll probably leave it alone. Then I'm gonna also boost 5K. That's a really good sweet spot for vocals. Now 300 hertz is what sounds beefy, so on a female vocal it's nice to give it a boost. If you're dealing with very low vocal with a deep voice, I'd probably take away a little bit. I'm gonna leave that down the middle though. I'm gonna do a little bit more compression. Again, the ratio should always be at 3 for every compressor on a vocal, 3 to 4. And I'm just gonna do 3 dBs on the SSL channel. I'm just doing gradual compression throughout every plugin. So instead of doing one plugin with 20 dBs, I'm doing about 3 plugins that's doing about 3 each one. Sounds way better. Next plugin I'm going to use is C4. This is a multi-band compressor. So with this I can control the different frequencies and compress each separate frequency. There's a preset already on this plugin. It's called pop vocal. So I'm gonna always start with that. It's a fast, efficient way to get a clean vocal. I want nobody else but you, no one else but you, no one else but you. I know you still want. I get rid of all the low end. Now on the mids, I try to keep it nice and controlled, so I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. And I'm going to boost the very high end. Just give it some air before and after. I want nobody else but you, no one else but you, no one else but you. I know you still want. So the next plugin I'm going to use is the Rvox again, which is what we use on the lead track, but we're going to put it on the aux this time. On this plugin, I'm just going to bring it down to about 3 dBs of gain reduction. Now, I know I'm compressing 12 dBs of gain reduction, and it sounds like it's a lot of compression, but since I'm gradually doing it with different plugins, it doesn't sound like you're compressing. It just sounds nice, tight, and clean. So here we have a harmony or background, I would say. Now, normally you would have a bunch of stacks and backgrounds, but just for video purposes, I just have one here. I always put my backgrounds in a separate aux so I can EQ it and compress it separately. So again, I'm gonna go through each plugin as I drag it down and copy the exact same settings as the lead vocal. And I'm just gonna make sure it's hitting every plugin just as much as the leads.
He's hitting you like this. I need you, my baby. It's driving me crazy. At night when I can't sleep, I'm on the road again. I'm on my way again. And I hate seeing you like this. He's hitting you like this. I need you, my baby. And I hate seeing you like this.
And just blend it in with the lead.
I need you, my baby. It's driving me crazy.
Now, as far as reverb, that's all a preference. I like very little reverb on my leads, but you can do it to each his own, depending on the kind of record it is as well. And then finally, you bring in the beat and blend it in.
So I don't know where I should begin. Tell me, was it you or was it me? Yeah, I know I let you down, but so will you. You keep telling me how you want to be free, yeah. Now you out there wasting time with them, and I hate seeing you like that. Hate seeing you like this. I need you, my baby. It's driving me crazy. At night when I can't sleep, I'm on the road again. I'm on my way again. Can't get you out of my head, even with you in my bed.